This video will guide you through the assembly process of the Kingston. For this assembly you will need the following tools: Phillips screwdriver, a set of wrenches, Allen wrench, box cutter, wire cutter, and an electric drill. The first step is to remove the bike out of the box. Use the box cutter and cut along the indicated lines. Remove the box to reveal the frame. Use a wire cutter to remove the straps on the front wheel and the rear rack. Prop the bike on the center kickstand. Using an electric drill, remove the corner bolts on the frame. Dismantle the top piece of the frame, then continue downward to remove the sides of the frame. Lastly, unfasten the nut on the front axle and remove it from the fork. Carefully remove the bike from the frame. Inside the box you should find the following: carrying case with mount, charger, front fender, mirrors, front wheel, U-lock, axle cap and cigarette lighter, reflective tape, pedals, pedal arms, and rain poncho. After removing the bike from the box, your bike should look close to the following. Remove the placeholder in between the brake caliper. Line up the front wheel with the brake caliper and ensure the brake disc is in between the brake caliper. Insert the front axle in the fork and the spacer in the brake disc. Push the axle up to the other side of the wheel. Place the second spacer in between the fork and the rim and proceed to push the axle all the way through the fork. Place the axle cap and fasten the nut provided. Tighten the axle with a socket wrench. Spin the front wheel to ensure it is secured. To install the front fender, line up the fender with the slots located near the fork. Insert the bolts provided. Use an Allen wrench to secure them in place. To check the battery, use the keys provided and lift the bike seat to reveal the breaker switch. Turn on the breaker switch. Charge the battery by plugging the charger to the port located in the seat compartment and the other end to a 110 volt outlet. Pay attention to the indicator lights. Red means the battery is charging, green means it is fully charged. To start your e-bike, insert the key in the ignition and turn. Test the motor by slightly turning the handlebars to activate the throttle. The switches for the headlight, taillight, front and rear turn signals are located near the handlebars. Check to make sure the headlight and turn signals on the front are working. Make sure to check if the rear turn signals are working properly in addition to the brake lights. To install the carrying case, place the mounting rack on top of the rear rack. Line up the holes with the slots and place the mounting plates. Insert the bolts on top and secure them with the nuts provided. Tighten all 4 bolts using an Allen wrench and a socket wrench. Place the protective cover on top. Lastly, place the carrying case on the rack. To install the mirrors, twist them in place onto the handlebars. Tighten the nut with a wrench. Do the same for the other side. The last piece you'll need to install are the pedals. This bike does not have similar pedals or pedal arms. Check the markings on each to determine which side they should go on. Place the pedal arm to the corresponding side. Put the plastic cover in place. Proceed to twist the pedal in its place and tighten it with a wrench. Do the same for the other side. Make sure the pedal arms are positioned parallel from one another. Make sure to tighten the pedals with a wrench. Check to ensure that the chains properly spin when the pedals are rotated. Before you ride your e-bike, take 60 seconds to perform a quick check. Check the tread on the tires and use a tire pressure gauge to make sure your tires are at 36 psi. Check your brakes and brake lights by applying pressure on the brake levers. Then check your headlight, tail light, and both front and rear turn signals. Look out for any loose nuts and bolts and tighten them. And lastly, check the battery charge by inspecting the battery indicator on the dashboard. Once you finish performing the 60-second check, you're ready to go. Remember to always wear a helmet and observe the rules on the road. Be safe out there. If you have any questions, visit us at www.daymak.com.